Hello students, welcome back to the class. Today I am going to discuss with you the next cell organelle in the series of the chapter 5 video lectures, that is fundamental unit of life, class 9. The cell organelle that we are going to discuss today are plastids. Very interesting they are and very unique they are. Why they are unique? Because they are present only in the plant cells, they are not present in the animal cells. That is the characteristic feature of plastids. Why? Because plastids are involved in the photosynthetic activity of the plants, storage of food in the plants, right? So in that manner, let us understand what are the plastids, how many types, their structure and their function. So let's get started. But before getting started, if you understand the content, if you like the content, put some likes on the video, and also please subscribe to the channel so that I can bring this content in a more better manner in front of you. So let's get started with today's lecture. Plastids, as I am telling you, plastids are found only in the plant cells. Plastids are of three types. They are chloroplast, chromoplast, leucoplast. Students, these names are based on the type of color they contain, right? So when we talk about the chloroplast, chloro means green, so these plastids are green colored. Chroma means colors, so they are colorful, but these colorful pigments are except the green color. Leuco means white, we can say them as colorless, and among them the most important of the plastids that we are going to talk about, and it is widely studied, is chloroplast, right? So in this video lecture we are going to study about the structure, the functions and the importance of the chloroplast. तो यहाँ पर पहले हम देखेंगे कि how chloroplast looks like. Though we cannot find the details of the chloroplast under a light microscope, but if we observe it under an electron microscope, then we can find all these details. Now let us label the chloroplast. These are the labels of the chloroplast. Let us discuss these labels one by one. This is the outer membrane, which is continuous. Inner membrane is also continuous, and they have this space between them. This is called as intermembrane space, which has some kind of fluid present inside it. Within the chloroplast, the fluid present inside it is called as the stroma. Apart from that, you will find green structures over here. These green structures are like stacked up coins. Each of these green color structure is called as thylakoid, and the piled up structure, the piled up thylakoids, is labeled as granum. All these grana are interconnected by the membrane like structures, and these are called as stroma lamellae. In the chloroplast, we also find it has a DNA. This DNA makes the chloroplast independent. It does not depend upon nucleus for its replicative activity. Means whenever a cell requires more physiological activity for performing more amount of photosynthesis, chloroplast can replicate itself and increase its number. In the similar manner, it has the ribosomes also present. They help in production of the own type of proteins. So this is how the presence of DNA and the ribosomes makes this chloroplast semi-autonomous organelle. Semi-autonomous means the chloroplast is partially independent for its own activities. Just as I have told you, the replication process and the production of its own proteins is done by the chloroplast itself. So the important function of chloroplast that we all know is photosynthesis, right? Photosynthesis takes place within the chloroplast once the chlorophyll captures the sunlight. Chlorophyll is present inside the thylakoids. Okay, so if thylakoid is the structure which I have mentioned over here, this is the thylakoid, which is again a double membrane structure. Within the thylakoid, there are green color pigments, and these green color pigments is the chlorophyll. Chlorophyll traps the sunlight. The sunlight falling on the leaves is trapped by the chlorophyll, and after trapping of the sunlight, it gets activated, and activated chlorophyll, it helps in the process of photosynthesis. The process of photosynthesis and the discussion of photosynthesis is beyond the scope of this lecture. For this, I have already made a video for class 10 students. You can watch that video. I will give in the I button, and you can understand the process of photosynthesis from there. Okay. So chloroplast is responsible for the major food production of this living world. So once the food is produced after the photosynthesis is done, it can be of various types. It can be in the form of the proteins, it can be in the form of lipids or the carbohydrates. And on that basis, the storage function or the storage forms of these kind of substances are also different. So let us go into details of these plastids and understand how these food substances are stored and what are the functions of the other two plastids, that is chromoplast and the leucoplast. When we talk about chromoplast, as I have told you, chroma means colorful. So these are colorful plastids which give colors to the flowers, fruits. They assist the chlorophyll, assist chloroplast in performing the photosynthesis because they have a particular pigments which help them. These pigments are called as carotenoids and xanthophyll. Carotenoids are reddish orange in color, whereas xanthophylls are yellow in color. They help the chlorophyll to perform photosynthesis in much better manner by trapping more amount of sunlight. Leucoplast is a colorless plastid, and the important function is storage of the food. Leucoplast is further classified into three major or specialized types, and these specialized types are amyloplast, which stores starch, which polymerizes glucose and forms the starch. The next one is called as elaioplasts, stores lipids. And if the food is in the form of proteins, then they are stored in eleuroplasts. So that is how we have understood about the plastids, its types, and we have studied in detail the structure, the functions of chloroplast. So students, if you have liked the content, then please subscribe to the channel and put your comments in the comment box. Thank you for watching this video till this moment. See you until next time.